All right, you got the picture? Good. Everybody get back to work.
All right, so we're actually recording now. All right, so welcome. I remember I thought I had a good ass intro last time too.
All good.
Welcome back to, sorry. Welcome back to From Beyond Half Court, a show where we don't just talk about basketball because we're talking about football today. That didn't really come out the way I wanted to, but it's gonna work for the intro today. All right, how you guys doing? But today we're just gonna be today is Friday film day for us, so we're gonna be covering me and Darren will be covering Cooper Cup. Um, I don't know. I just really like Cooper Cup. He should have won the MVP in the NFL this year, in my opinion. He won the Triple Crown, so I just thought it'd be a fun receiver to cover. He's a really great route runner. He actually won Darren a fantasy league, so yeah, I just
He
wanted to
did.
do him.
Once again, there was a lot more players and things that happened to help me win this fantasy league, but I appreciate Cooper Cup most definitely.
But since we messed up our last recording, let's just get straight up into this right away.
All right. So once again, like I said, Sean McVay does a great job of using Cooper Cup, especially in the slot. Great weapon for Matthew Stafford. You want to keep him closer to the quarterback. Most of these plays are going to be Cooper Cup in the slot. Another thing I like about Cooper Cup that he doesn't get much love for, especially obviously for fantasy, just doesn't count. His blocks. He does a great job going up and sacrificing his body for against DBs and linebackers. I think that really contributes to their running game and their run after the catch with their other receivers. But yeah, they puts them in perfect position most of the time. If you want, we can go ahead and run this real quick. Defense for some reason, I don't understand why they would do that. Uh, but this is just one of those you're expecting him to break down in a route. You could tell by the way the corner kind of reached out for Cooper Cup, but he just couldn't catch him because Cooper Cup's a surprisingly really good athlete and very quick. That he just ran right past him and split the and dude was pretty much lost at that point. There's nothing he could do. Also, he's kind of set up. He shouldn't be playing this close to Cooper Cup. He should give him another 2-3 yards off of him. Uh, and that's just my opinion. I don't know the down and distance right here, but I think you should give him 2-3 more yards just so you can read his open up. If he does open up, if he's running right past you, the safeties are supposed to help that, but you are in man and you do need to stay with Cooper Cup. But go ahead, run it one more time. 4-man rush. Yeah, this it's a basic man defense across the board, and Cooper Cup in the slot is it's a cheat code. We can go to the next play. So right here, like I said, this is a zero blitz. It looks like, and I think, in the last play, I said the DB needed to play a little bit further off of Cooper Cup. This is where I'm like, you're just playing a little bit too far off of him. You have him, you're what, less than 15, 13 yards back, 12 yards back off of Cooper Cup. That's just too much time. It's a it's Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. He's going to read this blitz coming. He's one of the best at reading the blitz, especially. The second he read this blitz, he knows who to get this ball to. It's coming straight out, and I think it's designed. This play is designed for Cooper Cup, especially with those DBs all staying that far back. You got plenty of time for these receivers to come up to the next level and make those blocks. Now, here's the thing: that safety actually comes down and makes a good Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup is.
Yo, hold on, Darren. The internet's acting up. Give it a second.
I think huh?
You kind of went out for a second. I said just give it a second and just repeat what you just said.
I mean, we can run it. We good. I kind of forgot what I just said. Talking too fast.
All right.
But it's man coverage, and you can go ahead and run it. He makes two people miss right there, and that's just it speaks to his toughness, man. It speaks to how bad he wants it, and I think that's something that you can't really. You can only that only comes up on winning the Triple Crown, for example. That is a film play where you can make people miss. You're making the safeties miss. You're making the DBs miss, and you're going to go get those yards. That's just pure toughness at the wide receiver position. Run it one more time, and then we can go to the next one. Playing too far off. I understand it's your defense, but that's what makes Sean McVay such a good offensive coach. I'm trying to remember this play. My fault. We can run it real quick. Once again, keeping Cooper Cup in the keeping Cooper Cup in the slot. Try saying that. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's just too. It's too much. Once again, it's another mess. It's just another man. They come out in a man set anyway, where you see everybody's lined up across the board, and the safety in this DB needs to stay on, and the safety in the corner that's guarding Cooper Cup needs to stay on the same wavelength. Now we can go ahead and run this. All right, no, this is all right. I'm a little bit confused by what defense this is. Either it's a cover two, but this safety on the backside or the corner on the backside next to Cooper Cup stays with this man all the way downfield, and it kind of opens up everything else. Once Cooper Cup leaves and he leaves, I don't know if this is just a breakdown in defense or exactly what happens here. I think this is a cover two, and it's an interesting cover two. I'll tell you that, if not cover three. But he finds this hole in this zone extremely quick. This is just, I know my route is this kind of wheel looking route, right? Get out to the corner. It's not really a corner route. You can't really call it that by how he bends it up. This, like I said, that corner has his back turned. He doesn't even see what's going on on the other side of the numbers. So Cooper Cup is just to fly up the field, and Matthew Stafford sees it before Cooper Cup has 2 yards of separation. The ball's already out.
Yeah.
So Matthew Stafford knows what defense they're in, and just burns them right here. Just burns them. I believe the Colts won this game, but this is a burn play.
Also, what I noticed on the rewatch is he went Van Jefferson first. He looked at Van Jefferson first. Immediately saw that was an open. Immediately whipped his body around and got to Cooper Cup and threw the ball.
At that point, he must have he knew that safety wasn't going to get there because he has to worry about Van Jefferson. The second because
you talking about this?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with that corner, but if he wasn't following him, or even if he is following him, man, that safety up top right here has to worry about anything coming across the middle before he has to worry about Cooper Cup. That's why I'm saying there's something wrong with this defense. Something dramatically bad happened. Or once again, this is a great play call on the offensive side. Just big yardage, man. And once again, bro, just wanting it more, than other receivers. That's what you see in a lot of his play. Every play that you see is he wanted it more than the guy next to him. I don't care if he's blocking. I don't care if he's route running. I don't care if he's catching the ball. I don't care what he did. I don't care if he's coming out the backfield, which we probably should have got some of those plays too. But yeah, we can go ahead. I'm sorry. How many more we got?
I think we only got 2.
Okay. This is once again just finding and having somebody else right next to you that can take off the top of the defense. I think he's coming from the outside who's just speeding past. I don't know who this is out there. I think it's probably Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson, especially at the beginning of the season, I know this was probably week 3, week 4. and they play Tampa Bay at home. Van Jefferson at the beginning of the season was blowing the top off every defense. He had some big plays downfield, but he was blowing the top off the defense. So when these two stays with him, first off, Tampa Bay's secondary wasn't great this year. They weren't great in their Super Bowl run. They were good, but their front seven is where they make their
Money.
crumbs of their defense. Yeah. So when you see Van Jefferson, these two guys shouldn't stay with Van Jefferson. I don't know what's going on in most of these plays that we picked, but there's somebody should be taking the backside numbers. So run this one more time. Van Jefferson just flies up the field and clears everything out for Cooper Kupp. It's a cover three. Yeah, it's a cover three that just clears out everything for Cooper Kupp for big yardage. Find a hole in the zone. We got one more after this.
Yep. You want to go to it? You ready?
Yeah, we can go to the weapons around Cooper Kupp are also something that makes Cooper Kupp extremely good as well. The run game, the play action game, the Odell and him catching after his running after the catch. Excuse me. Higby, he's a chain mover. So all these weapons, Robert Woods, extremely good. Van Jefferson's a flyer. So it's a lot of weapons around him. And Matthew Stafford's just cream of the crop for a quarterback for him. No disrespect to Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is really good. I just think the Matthew Stafford's arm talent is legendary. It's really legendary, to be honest with you. All right, so this is the last play, right?
Yep.
All right, so once again, like I said earlier, the only team that I saw do a good job versus Cooper Kupp this year, and they only did it once out of the 3 times they played, was Arizona Cardinals. I think they did a covering, or at least trying to stop him, making it a little bit more difficult for Matthew Stafford to deliver the ball to him. But in this play right here, you're going to see that Sean McVay pretty much knows, hey, let's put this guy in motion. Let's line him up everywhere. Like I said, he lined up in the backfield this year. So they put him in motion to see if they're a man. Now, one of the DBs do move over with Cooper Kupp a little bit, but they don't stay with him as he cuts across the formation. And that leaves you to know that it was a backside, like a cover 3. You can see that they're in a cover 3 or a cover 1. And if it's cover 1, then they're being man. Somebody should have went with them over the formation. But in this fact that everybody just drops back, you know that the Cooper Kupp should be wide open in the flats. So if you want to go ahead and run it real quick. And he knows to get the ball there as soon as possible. Also, the play action is also supposed to suck up the linebackers, so they're not supposed to go to the flats on that play. The second they see that run, it's supposed to suck them up a little bit more and leave the flats open. And like I said, it's a cover 3 where both the corners are dropping back and the safety's already back. So if you got to worry about that much, and you got the linebackers coming up, this is Sean McVay's play calling right here. This is just pure great play calling. They got to stop the run. So 5 of 4 people are already rushing them. They brought a linebacker with it. It's cover 3. These 2 linebackers, as good as probably Isaiah Simmons and can't remember the other linebacker off the top of my head. But the second Matthew Stafford sees it. As second that this corner, that backside turns his back, other 2 receivers running his way, because that's big yardage as well. And not only that, Matthew Stafford is really good at the no-look pass. So he can be looking at these 2 receivers right here, and then at the last second decide to just toss it to Cooper Kupp. And that could definitely been one of the things right here. You could say that you could have hit him for big yardage downfield with those 2 defenders. They kind of looked like they was going to get open with the people leaning their side, but Cooper Kupp wide open in the flats. I don't know how you don't take that. Come back on second down and get it with the run game. But I think that was all our plays for Cooper Kupp this year. Like Rob said, I thought that he should have won MVP, Triple Crown winner, and he's the biggest reason that their team was winning games this year. in my opinion. I think the defense was really good, obviously, that Aaron Donald and all of them. But I think in and out game, Cooper Kupp was a difference. And that's just my opinion. I think that's Rob's opinion as well. I don't want to speak for Rob, but yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's definitely my opinion.
But who they give it to? They gave it to Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah. Which is
Yeah,
not, it's not a bad choice, but
he deserved it more though. Cooper Kupp didn't miss a game. Aaron Rodgers missed the Kansas City Chiefs game with COVID. I know you're not supposed to put that against him. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab. My fault.
you're fine. Give me like 2 seconds. All right. I'm ready when you are.
Ooh. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. So our next segment of the show today is I'm gonna show Darren some Islam Makhachev footage. If you guys remember from yesterday's show, episode 4, I was showing Darren a little bit of Bobby Green to give people a little bit of a reminder of Bobby Green. Keeps his hands down, a lot of head movement, makes you miss, hit you with some fast shots, get out of there, and reset. Islam is a complete opposite. Islam is take you down, beat you up. But what makes Islam special, in my opinion, is I think he has a little bit better striking than Khabib, and he's a little bit more technical than Khabib, which in my opinion makes him a little bit more scarier than Khabib.
Beat
So,
Mauler.
yes, definitely. And when you have Khabib in your corner, that's kind of a cheat code as well. That's cheating as well. So
You think he's gonna be at the fight?
yeah, probably more than likely. They're like, I'm pretty sure they're like really close. They have like a really tight knit culture over there.
Yeah,
So all of them are like really close.
that's good. I think that's always good for fighters. A lot of Mexican boxers, they're kind of the same way. They got a lot of camaraderie. I would say that's
Yeah.
the right word.
All right. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna show you some highlights and let's just get straight into it.
High-level grappling right there. You see why Makhachev is among the most avoided guys in this division. And a lot of people think we are looking at a future contender, if not.
Also, Islam only has one loss on his record. Oh shit, they showed it right away. He got knocked out really quick. When he like at the beginning of his UFC career, he got knocked out.
That that's an interesting knockout because you could tell he was out, but he was out definitely. I don't blame the ref for stopping the fight. Oh, all right.